Welcome into the Paul Farrington Show. Paul joined by Jack Weinberger and Robert Ziggy Ziegler at the University of Virginia, as well as Zach Bloomquist, the best. Hey! Look at Ziggy on the screen there. Ziggy's finding his way into all the shots. That's what happens when you have an official studio. Oh yeah, that's what happens when you have a star. I mean, put him on the damn screen.
Such an attractive dude. It's like, why not? I want to have him in as many shots as possible.
I mean, yeah.
It's good for the ratings. I'm saying all Ziggy solo episodes do very well.
Yeah, there's a reason, that he gets the big bucks.
I think the only way to increase our female viewership is showing Ziggy as much as we can.
I'm not sure we have to go that far.
Put him in the thumbnails, put him in the social reels,
yeah, right?
Whatever we can to get this guy on screen.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Well, The Bachelor. I mean, The Bachelor's still in play, 100,000, and we get Ziggy.
Bachelor's not in play.
See, he's the Bachelor on the Darkness Retreat, right?
Yeah. So somehow I didn't. This is amazing, but somehow I didn't.
What are we at now? 11K?
No, we're
closing in on 12. We've had a great week.
Yeah, I had a great week. Bo Nix reaction did well. Caleb Williams reaction. Packers. JJ McCarthy. Everything's doing well. It's all up right now on the Paul Farrington Show, and maybe that is because we put Ziggy on screen more often than not.
It'd be really funny. The season started. Like we're reacting to the preseason football, right? Like guys doing their jobs. What if we reacted to just regular people doing their regular jobs?
Or just people watching in New York City.
Like, oh, he did a great job today with that accounting job, and he was just so good. He's sitting behind that desk, and he was just fantastic.
Follow Zach in concrete.
You're right. I mean, Zach did a great job operating that truck. I mean, a couple
Ziggy in the classroom.
Right.
Just scolding students.
Me at summer camp playing kickball with 7-year-olds.
Hitting home runs.
Yeah, just nuking the ball.
Hey, my students love me. I just finished up teaching a class, and they got me a comically large posable skeleton as a gift. If that's not proof your students love you, I don't know what is.
Did it make its way into? Will it make its way into your background at some point?
I'm afraid not. That's staying in my office. Sometimes when you're teaching students, it's a real downer. You need a reminder that some of them actually do care about you and actually do learn something.
It sounds like Ziggy's just having a good week right now. Think you're up.
I'd love to take a Ziggy course.
Oh, so would I.
Oh, this Ziggy course was a disaster. We watched Mulholland Drive, and no one had any clue what was going on.
Ziggy, is there a better chance?
I have no clue what's going on.
Is there a better chance I ace your class or fail it?
You would turn in the assignments. You wouldn't fail. So I guess there's a better chance you'd ace it.
Better chance I ace it.
Take that.
Yeah.
You do neither, obviously, but.
So please remember, everyone, to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. As we said, almost at 12,000 subscribers. I believe we said 13 was probably the number we're going for by the start of the season, but things change quick. So that goal could go even higher depending on whether or not you subscribe to our channel. We appreciate everyone who is. You could also become a member by going to the channel homepage, clicking join. You could join in on contests for the season, merch giveaways, ask questions in the mailbag. We have a mailbag coming out later this week. And of course, you can always listen on audio if you can't catch us here on YouTube. And then one pretty exciting thing that we did here, guys, is we moved our store from paulfarringtonshow.com to YouTube. So now you can actually, on this video, you can see all the merchandise that we have. You can click and you can actually buy Paul Farrington Show merch on YouTube without having to go to another website. Kind of sad to see the website will probably be deleted, but
that's all right.
It's easy. And now one-stop shop here. You could just go and click and buy your Jordan Love shirts, your JJ McCarthy. That was the most clicked on shirt of the weekend. JJ to JJ.
It's a great shirt.
I'd rock that shirt too.
I'd rather people buy that than the I Love Love shirt.
Oh, yeah. But if you're a Packer fan watching this, the I Love Love shirt does get rave reviews. So.
I think anybody would buy a Vatek Hokie shirt from our program or no?
Yeah, someone has a design. Yeah, go for it. So we have a bunch of shirts there that you can check out on paulfarringtonshow.com. I'm sorry, my God, on the YouTube channel. Jeez, what a horrendous mistake. So today's episode, we actually do have football content we're going to talk about today. We're going to react to the rookie quarterbacks who played in week 1 of the preseason. All of them got in there, the first round picks, and even some guys that some guys had some, like Joe Milton, for example, pretty strong debut performance with the Patriots. And then at the end of today's show, we'll hit on the Steelers because Justin Fields made his debut with Pittsburgh, and people are dying to know what Jack thinks of his Steelers future. And then we'll do a little bit more reaction on that Packer performance, which Jordan Love touchdown first drive, pretty ridiculous. But we'll start off with those rookie quarterbacks. So guys, here's how we're going to do this here. We're not going to really dive into every single person, but what I want to ask you is, if you were to put yourself in the position as a fan of one of these teams, and Ziggy and I are Vikings fans here. If you were a fan of one of the 6 teams with a first round rookie quarterback, that would be the Commanders, the Vikings, the Bears, the Patriots, the Broncos, and the Falcons. Keeping the Falcons in there, even though Michael Penix won't be starting this year. Which fan base should be most pumped after week 1 of the preseason?
I mean, I'd say the Pats for when about week 4 comes around and Joe Milton's the starter. I'm going to rattle off a couple numbers, okay? So can you tell me?
Oh, wait, is this serious?
This is dead serious. So can you tell me who 6'5", 245 pounds, 3,200 total yards, 26 touchdowns, top 10 pick? Who was that?
Oh, wait, say that one more time.
Last season. He's 6'5", 245 pounds, 3,200 total yards, 26 total touchdowns. Who was that? Top 10 pick.
Top 10 pick in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
Who's 6'5" right now? That's a huge quarterback. 6'5".
Super athletic, like super human athlete.
Was Josh Allen not 9?
No, I'm talking this year.
Oh, drafted this year.
Yes. Those were his numbers last season. He's looking up now.
Last season was
I mean, everybody knows the answer, right? You're going to go CJ Stroud.
No. In college.
Oh, in college.
In college, yes.
Caleb Williams?
You're saying his college stats for that.
His college stats last year. And he was a top 10 pick.
Guess there's only a couple guys it could be.
What?
He played in the SEC.
I don't even know what Richardson.
AR, yeah.
I don't even. I was confused on what the hell the question was.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about a guy's stats this year.
No. His senior year at Florida, and he was a top 10 pick, right? So now.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the NFL last year.
This segment's a disaster.
So now you know who is 6'5", 245, 3,100 total yards, 27 total touchdowns. Joe Milton. He's a 6th round pick. I look at a very similar frame, similar type of athlete. Arm strength is elite. He can kill you with his legs as well. And I've said this, watching the SEC numerous times. I don't think that a guy like Anthony Richardson, who everybody's hyping up to be great, and for good reason, is that much better than a 6th round pick in Joe Milton.
Well, there's a big reason why people were higher on Anthony Richardson than Joe Milton, right? Joe Milton played in college for 6 years. Anthony Richardson played in college for a season and a half.
Yeah, but I mean, I think the two have very similar skill sets.
Yeah, but Joe Milton in 6 years hasn't figured out how to throw a football accurately.
I
saw a reel the other day. It was a
great throw for a touchdown in the opener.
Oh, he looked good in the preseason game. Like Joe Milton.
Yeah, Joe Milton has good throws.
What is he?
Asking him to be consistently accurate.
AR's what? 22. Milton's 24. Like, I don't care.
Joe Milton played in college for 6 years.
I don't care.
Well, first off, Drake Maye is playing. Like for everyone listening right now, I appreciate.
No, I think Drake Maye starts 0-4 and then just Milton.
I appreciate Jack's efforts here, but Drake Maye will be playing in New England. But I do like entertaining the Joe Milton discussion.
Maye was pretty good too. He was pretty decent.
He was okay. I mean, he had 3 passes.
I think Milton's better.
But I did see a reel. I saw a reel the other day. Tennessee fans, mind you, and they were saying Joe Milton must just be the best practice player ever. They were like, because
he's good.
Well, no, they said he must be the best practice player ever because there's all this hype right now, and they were like, dude's just not that good. There was Tennessee fans like, he'll fool you, but they were like, you saw him at Tennessee.
Well, maybe,
this is from Tennessee fans.
Maybe he's fooling me. But I think
he's fooling you. I think he looked good, though.
I've always thought he was pretty good.
He had some really nice wow plays. The touchdown pass was awesome, and then the escape he had in his run, 15-yard run, whatever it was, but just all the dancing around in the backfield. Like, Joe Milton looked good, and there are the rumors that he's playing better than Drake Maye. People are saying that, but let's get one thing clear:
because he's better than Drake Maye.
Even though Jack is hyped up on Joe Milton, and maybe rightfully so, I don't know. Drake Maye will be playing quarterback. This is not where I saw this segment going. Off the top.
What makes you think Drake Maye is like that much better than Joe Milton is? Like,
Drake Maye was much better in college, playing many fewer seasons.
Was he?
Yes.
Jack is drinking the
Jack, did you watch the Tennessee Vols last year?
Joe Milton won 11 games in the SEC.
Did you watch the Tennessee Vols last year?
Yeah, I did watch the Vols last year. They were 11-2. They were highly ranked in the SEC. But I thought Joe Milton was very good.
First of all, they were 8-4. They were not 11.
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Wasn't that Hendon Hooker?
The years he didn't play, they were very good. He won 11 games with the Vols across his career.
I thought Milton was good last year.
I don't know.
Watch the Tennessee Vols.
The ACC is weak.
Please.
You put Milton in the ACC, he lights it up too.
All right, so Jack thinks that Patriots fans should be hyped up.
Milton starts week 4.
Ziggy, what do you think?
I mean, this is going to get Jack all riled up, but I think the only answer you can come away with here is Caleb Williams, right? Caleb Williams had a couple concerns coming out of the draft in the preseason game that he played. Again, it was only 9 throws, but he did a good job showing to me that those concerns won't follow him into the NFL, or at least it won't follow him as bad as they were at USC last year. He showed everyone why he was the number 1 overall pick. He looked very good.
Yeah, I thought Caleb...
Yeah, I could let up 4-string gas pumpers too.
He played against the starters.
Because they weren't trying then.
What do you mean?
It's either starters who don't try or third stringers. That's who plays in the preseason.
I thought Caleb had basically one bad play, and it was on a third down throw from when they were way backed up. Could have been intercepted. It actually wound up being illegal contact on Buffalo and gave Chicago a first down. But you know, they played 2 drives, right? I believe it was 2, and they scored on both those drives, marched down the field. The throw to Kmet, the one that everyone's going to be talking about, where they rolled him out to his right a lot, but on this particular throw to Kmet, where he rifled it in on the run, like 20 yards downfield, like that's just kind of a snippet, I think, of what Caleb Williams is going to bring to the table. We mentioned in the reaction show, Weston, our good friend who's a Bears fan, said I never saw like the things that Caleb was doing, never saw Mitch or Justin Fields. Like they can't do that.
Fields could do it.
Fields might be able to do it, but at the same time, like there's a great chance that ball's intercepted if Justin Fields is doing it. I forgot he's your guy. But no, I'm with you, Ziggy. I think that the Bears fans should be so gassed up for so many different reasons. The defense, Caleb, everything in Chicago is pointing in the right direction. So it's just a matter of figuring out what thing implodes and starts the domino effect in Chicago.
He's our buddy, our old co-host Andrew said he's good in meaningless games. So I agree with him.
Yeah, our old co-host Andrew said Stetson Bennett was going to be the best quarterback in the NFL in 2 years,
and that Zach Wilson was a generational talent.
So he's due to be right then. So he's due to be right.
I thought Caleb had a great opening performance.
Not as good as Joe Milton.
Milton
was the best rookie quarterback of the week 1.
Best rookie quarterback of week 1.
Nix wasn't bad. I liked Bo Nix too. Bo Nix was pretty good too.
Bo Nix was good. I think that he looked good, but I think people are overreacting a little bit to Nix. I was watching, and most of the way through, I thought his first drive out of the second half, and actually my answer would probably be the Broncos. I would be excited because he should be playing quickly. I thought Bo Nix, this opening drive of the second half was awesome. 5 for 5 right down the field. Like that was really, really good. I thought most of the first half though, he was kind of up and down actually, even though everyone's freaking out about him being the starter, and he should be the starter next year. We said that in our reaction.
Yes.
Yeah, no, he should. But Broncos fans, again, 8 years since you've been in the playoffs, just a quarterback carousel in and out. This looked like someone who, okay, we could build around this guy. And with Sean Payton and the system fit, I'd be very excited if I were a Bronco fan, but I'm not going to freak out the way that Broncos Reddit was. So,
you know what shocked me? It wasn't a quarterback, but it was a running back. And I put this in our chat earlier. I watched a bit of that Broncos game, to watch Bo Nix. And I had no idea that Notre Dame back Estime was on the Broncos.
Oh, Estime? Audric Estime?
Audric Estime.
But yeah. I remember he looked like a unit last year. Now I'm like who's this thin guy?
The jump to the NFL.
I mean, well, I'm like, wow.
He's not
thin, but he just looks like a below average shot.
He looks different than when he's going up against Miami of Ohio.
I'm like, what on earth? He was like a tank. And now he's like...
He was the size of defensive lineman in college.
Yeah.
And now
he's like a still puny, Rashard Mendenhall type running.
He still played well, though.
Oh, he did? Yeah. He had touchdown 30-something yards.
He's short yardage. He'll be useful.
I'm like, that's Estime? No way.
He was awesome.
I mean, that tells you how crazy it is of NFL defensive linemen these days, that they can be 280, 290 pounds, right? 60 or 70 more pounds than Audric Estime and still be fast, sometimes faster than quarterbacks.
Oh, yeah.
That's the thing. It's unhuman. Like they're that size.
Oh, I mean, literally, they're on drugs, right?
Yeah.
The D linemen and the offensive linemen are just ridiculous.
They're that size and can move.
Yeah,
I mean, it's absurd.
It's nuts.
That's what I had a little. I want to have a little talk about that, but you go on.
No, I think he's a nice fit there.
Back to quarterbacks. I do too.
The other quarterback, so real quick, just to mention, so Drake Maye, we didn't really talk about him, but he didn't really do anything. 2 for 3, 19 yards. Second string. Jayden Daniels, 2 for 3, 45 yards, a 3-yard rushing touchdown. He was only in for one series. Had one really nice deep ball, it was like 40 yards or something around there, to De'Ami Brown to set up what would eventually be his rushing touchdown. So there's really not much of a takeaway you can have other than, he had one really nice pass. But again, you'd rather have good plays than not, as Ziggy said, in the preseason. So Commanders fans didn't really get too much to take away. Then the other two guys who did play a lot were Michael Penix and JJ McCarthy. Penix, 9 for 6, 104 yards. Thought he was okay. He had like every quarterback kind of this week.
6 for 9.
Ups and downs. Yeah. No, he's 9 for 16.
Oh, okay. He's 9 for 6.
No. Oh, maybe I did. 9 for 16. But I thought he played well for the most part. He'll be behind Kirk for a while. Still promising. And then JJ, did you see McCarthy at all, Jack? Did you get to look at?
I didn't watch McCarthy. No,
I
didn't watch McCarthy.
McCarthy had some rough patches, but then rebounded every single time. So he threw a pick.
He got hot.
He got hot. He got hot.
I was out partying somewhere.
The big takeaway I had from the weekend though was that none of the no one looked bad. Would we all agree on that? None of the rookies looked bad. I actually thought all of them.
Yeah, I was generally impressed with most of them. For sure.
Other quarterbacks looked bad, right? This wasn't everyone looked good, but all the rookie quarterbacks, I think, looked promising in their own ways.
Yeah, but usually you have some sort of stinker in there, and we didn't get that in preseason week 1 from the rookie quarterbacks, the first round picks and Joe Milton to throw him in there.
He'll be the starter in 4 weeks. I'm telling you.
Speaking of guys who are not necessarily great though, Chase Daniels, when talking about Justin Fields in his Steeler debut. Not good. That's what he said.
No, I thought Daniels said okay, or Orlovsky said not good, right?
Oh, I thought it was Dan. I thought it was one of the former quarterbacks.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah,
not good.
No, I think Daniels said he was.
Did you agree
okay
with that? What did you think watching Justin Fields?
Well, I think it was Daniel who said he was all right, and then Orlovsky's like, no, he was not good. I lean more towards Chase Daniel. I thought Fields was okay. Like the numbers, he was 5 for 6. He had a very good 50-yard pass. I forget who was 2, but looks good. I didn't like the 2 fumble snaps, the 2 sacks on 3rd downs. Like things that don't really, and since we recovered both, they don't really show up on the stat sheet, but like plays that really can't happen.
If they don't recover those 2 balls and you see 2 fumbles,
right. Yeah.
Everybody's media is going, everybody's freaking horrendous start.
Yeah, like the numbers look decent. He's 5 for 6, had a few nice passes he did. But the missed snaps and taking sacks on 3rd down, that can't happen. I give him maybe.
Yeah, I mean the second sack was particularly bad, right?
Yeah,
it was like 3rd and 6 in field goal range.
There was one sack that was also his fault, and one you seriously can't take.
The first one was George Pickens' fault, per usual.
I'd give him a 5.5 out of 10.
What was that? We're giving him like a...
I'd say he was like
a C quarterback?
Like slightly maybe above average.
Ugh,
but like,
I don't know. I don't even know if I'd say above that. I would not say above
I mean, look at it. Like
he was fine.
He was 5 for 6. Like he passed the ball well.
I thought that...
It's just the taking... Like the missed snaps and the sacks are bad. But like it's not like he was throwing like air mails and bouncing the balls. Like I thought he was pretty accurate for the most part when he passed the ball.
Yeah, throwing he was okay. It was just the decision making and taking the sacks. I thought the situational stuff was bad. Like the 2 sacks, that's something that Justin Fields has had trouble with in the past. Like that's where I'm looking at going, okay, like that needs to improve. Again, he's probably not going to be the starter. Like, do you guys think he had a chance to win the starting job?
I mean, I think he should be the starter. I think the ceiling's so much higher with Justin Fields and Russell Wilson. And I said Russ initially, but I think Pittsburgh can go further with Justin Fields.
I don't know about
the way Tomlin has talked about it this offseason. I don't think Justin Fields had a chance unless it was really, really stark.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think he does either.
Well, especially, if he had come out and just been on fire. Then I think you go into the second game and you see what happens. Like there could be, those situations can develop quickly where all of a sudden there's pressure to play Justin Fields, but a start like that is not going to get him in any position to be starting early this season.
Decision making was bad, but also it's not like he went like 1 for 7 too.
I think no. He wasn't horrible.
Like it was just it's not like he had a terrible start.
And honestly, go ahead, Ziggy.
But with Justin Fields, what you need to see is that he's improving and not having the same problems that plague him. And ask any Bears fan who watched Justin Fields' career with the Bears what his biggest problem was. Situational awareness is high up on that list. And honestly, even if it's preseason, you can test whether or not he knows what's going on. And for instance, like that sack on 3rd and 7 in field goal range, that's simply not knowing the situation.
Yeah, what I would say is that for Steelers, and tell me this sounds about right, Jack, but for Steelers fans, this season, I do believe that Russell Wilson will give you the better chance to go into the playoffs and potentially win a game. But in the future, you're hopeful that Justin Fields is the guy that you look at and say, okay, if we can unlock it, then there's a chance.
That's what I was getting at. Like that's kind of what I meant is for this one.
You want it to be Fields.
Yeah, this like going forward, I want it to be Justin Fields. Like if I had a quarterback for the future, that's a no-brainer. This year, I guess for one season to max out ceiling.
Stink though.
Yeah, but then if he stinks, you bring Justin Fields.
Yeah, though that's the beauty of what you guys did with the deals that those guys are on. There's really no consequence.
I think Fields is just better than Russ though. I think Fields is better than Russ.
Well, when you get the Commanders, Justin Fields from last season, I mean that guy's the dream. If you get him, that's the $50 million quarterback.
I mean, 16 games like that, I think we're AFC favorite.
You're in the Super Bowl. So the Steelers.
I'm still waiting for Ayuk.
Kind of disappointing. Yeah, right.
He makes us a contender in the AFC.
A little disappointing for the Steelers in that preseason game. CJ Stroud was 2 for 4 for 41 yards and a touchdown. Not too much to talk about there. The last thing that we'll hit on in today's episode, I just want to say, Jack, did you see the Jordan Love touchdown pass?
No, I didn't.
65-yarder to Dante Wicks. It was pretty cool.
Do we have to talk about this? We already did this in the
my
preview.
Breakout pack.
Well, I was just curious if Jack had seen it because I was at Jack's house when this happened, and you remember I'm getting updates on my phone, and it's like JJ McCarthy throws an interception on his first drive. I'm like, oh, geez, this is horrendous. And almost immediately after, I see again updates like Packers strike fast. Jordan Love's 65-yard touchdown on 3rd play of the game, and it's just going, oh, this is not good.
That was the day you were at my house.
I
was like 10 flip cup games deep at that point.
Well, I looked at you and I went, this is unbelievable. You see this?
I'll go back and watch the pass.
Yeah. So if you want to check out our Packer reaction, that is out on YouTube right now. Actually, it's doing really well. We talked about Jordan Love's brief performance and a couple standout Packer players on the defensive side of the ball. And the running back situation in Green Bay is pretty interesting behind Josh Jacobs, who Ziggy is
Ziggy.
Not too high on.
I think Josh Jacobs will have fine.
I was just messing with Ziggy. Ziggy forgot Josh Jacobs was on the Packers.
That is not true. I correctly identified Josh Jacobs as a receiving type back.
Ziggy.
Yeah, I forgot Josh Jacobs
existed. It was so funny.
If Josh Jacobs was running full speed and the 4 of us, me, you, Paul, and Zach had to bring him down, do you think there's any world we do or no? 4 of us.
How wide is the area he gets to get through?
No, let's say he wouldn't be able, he can't.
It's a straight line.
He can't juke us out. It's like a straight line.
No, he would fall. He would go to the ground.
You think we'd bring him down?
He wouldn't run through. He wouldn't shatter us.
I mean, if all 4 of us can get in the line, that's a lot of force he has to exert.
I think who's up front? Me and Ziggy probably up front. We just get murdered, and then Paul and Zach.
It doesn't really much matter.
I don't know. It's certainly if we can't all be at once, he absolutely bowls over all 4 of us.
What if you had the whole field to juke us out though?
No chance. We don't touch him.
We don't even touch him.
Josh Jacobs, high school highlights. It's 11 guys on the field.
What about 13 fifth graders?
Versus Josh Jacobs?
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
All right, why don't we wrap up?
Throw it in the comments. What do you think?
Josh Jacobs versus 13 fifth graders.
No, Josh Jacobs versus us.
Oh, well.
He'd run over 3rd and 5th graders, I think.
So there you go. There's the preseason week 1 reaction. We'll have more, a lot of rookie QBs today. But really, that's what we're excited to see in the preseason. We'll have a mailbag coming out on Thursday, and then next week we'll have preseason week 2. And all of a sudden, we're 1 week away from the end of preseason and the soon-to-be start of the regular season, and goes by quick. So this is the start right now, and we'll see what happens over the next few weeks. But thanks for everyone listening, and we'll see you next time.